hearing about variable rate technology and the benefits? I was wondering the same thing, so I took a road trip across Western Canada. Check it out. Can you state your name and where you're from?
Michael Bury, Bury Farms Limited from Manville, Alberta.
How long have you farmed in Manville, Michael?
Since 1982.
And what crops do you grow, and how many acres of crop are you farming right now?
We grow canola, wheat, peas, and that's about it. The odd barley, but I haven't grown barley for a while. So, and we crop this year was 3,800.
Think of a field where you did variable rate on that field, created a zone map and executed a prescription for that field where you were really happy with the results, and talk about some of those results.
I had a wheat field last year that Andrea made the prescription, and it didn't call for much. We actually wrote some canola off the year before, and but there was a bit of stuff growing there at the time when we did it. So I thought, well, we're going to suck up a fair bit of N. But anyways, so she did the prescription, and I thought, I've never put this amount of nitrogen on a field before, ever. And yeah, I had a 450 cart at the time, and I had one fill of fertilizer on a quarter section, which is unbelievable. And the wheat actually yielded like about 63 bushel the acre, and is number 2 in high protein. So, you know, it's very good. I can't complain about that.
You said you're doing the whole farm variable rate now, or at least all the canola?
Yeah, I have since 09.
So you made the decision after 1 year to do the whole farm?
Yeah.
Or not? If you could go back to 2008 when you made the decision to buy that 6450 with the zincs, would you make the same decision today?
Well, I see it's 600 acres the first year, and I figured out that we probably, you know, on an average, like the average of all my other canola and the average of all my other wheat, the average, that half section, that 600 acres averaged about $68 an acre more, and that's just 1 year, one time, bang. So if you go 60 times 600, that's $36,000. Even if you divide it in half, if you don't believe in any of it, you divide it in half. What's that? 18. The zincs was an extra, when I bought it, it was an extra, I think, 12 or something. So
I guess the answer would be yes.
No, but the numbers don't lie. So that's what I'm saying, is that, you know, that's the first year.
Think you'll continue to execute or utilize variable rate fertilizer on your farm?
Yeah, well, I probably. It's too bad Andrea's leaving. I was having so much fun. No, actually, you know, guys are talking about yield, and to me, I think it's more than yield. I think it's grade in the wheat, maturity, even, crops are even, very even. And, you know, you can't always, can you put a price on grade? I can put a price on grade, but the guys that are flat rating it, you know, if you tell them to me, I can't go there to try to convince anybody. I can see it myself. Side by side, you can see the difference in the maturity of the fields.
Farm about 5,000 acres, all mainly canola, wheat, and peas, and oats, different things, whatever makes money.
What do you like most about farming?
Some days not much, but most of the time it's just good to be able to try out different techniques, and it's always nice to see any kind of success that comes at harvest time when actually get the combines rolling and get the satisfaction of a good crop, I guess.
How long have you been trying out variable rate fertility on the farm?
Well, this past season would have been our 4th season using variable rate. So,
when you first made the decision to start, why did you get into it?
Basically, we were upgrading drills at the time, and I could just kind of see on the horizon. At the time, I think fertilizer was approaching $1,000 a ton for nitrogen, so I thought cost savings would be the biggest benefit. I wasn't too worried about a yield bump because we are generally a dry area where nitrogen isn't the huge limiting factor. It's usually the rain, but just trying to keep our input costs down, I thought would be the biggest bang for the buck.
And have you seen any results in that respect as far as
yeah, definitely with a higher nitrogen cost, you see a bigger return where you're saving inputs on land where it's not needed and putting it in other areas. But now, well, it's climbing back up again, but last few years it wasn't quite as bad in that $400 to $500 a ton range. So, but definitely it's paying for itself with nitrogen cost increases all the time.
Can you think of a specific field or a time where you were happy with the results on a VR field?
One field that stands out is an oats field that we had 2 years ago. It looked good all year, and then some rains came at harvest time, and it all lodged on me, but it still, even with all the lodging, we still pulled off over 100 bushels an acre on it, but I'm sure we left 20 or 30 in the field. So, and the stuff we did in variable rate about 4 or 5 miles away probably ran 90. So,
any issues with the technology when you first started adopting monitors, controllers, that sort of stuff?
No, actually, that's half the reason I went to Farmer's Edge to begin with, because it was all brand new technology to me and to a lot of people, and it seemed like the guys at Farmer's Edge were pretty comfortable with all the new technology, and they could walk me through it step by step. I never had a problem that way, where even the people that sell the equipment generally don't have any idea how to run it. So that was a big drawing card for me.